When is the best time to trade stocks? If you want to make money trading stocks, I don't mean to state the obvious, but let's make our life as easy as possible. And in order to make our life as easy as possible, the time of day that you trade plays a large role in that. And all I know is that if you're anything like me when I was just getting started as a beginner, then just by making a couple of tweaks in the sense of when I was trading, I don't want to say it like turned everything around and then money started to rain from the sky, but it made a noticeable difference. And this is an important topic that when you are just getting started, a lot of people aren't aware about. So what I want to do here is on the board, I'm going to map out kind of the different chunks of time throughout the day and kind of talk about when I think is the prime time to be trading, when it's super risky to be trading, when it's just kind of stupid and dangerous to be trading. And that way you can apply what I talk about and see if it makes any difference in your trading. So with that being said, we're just going to start off, and I should note real quick, these times are all going to be Eastern time zone because I'm in Michigan. That's just what time zone I'm in. So that's kind of what I'm operating under. But we have right here at 9:30, and this is when the market opens. But opens is a little deceiving because there is something known as pre-market. And pre-market is occurring in this direction. And I mean, I think the market opens up officially at like 6 a.m. or something crazy like that. But for simplicity's sake, anything before 9:30 a.m. is known as pre-market, okay? So this is, if you want to, impress your friends, be like, yeah, I was doing some pre-market trading. And their minds will be like, wow. But that's pre-market. And as far as, I don't know, is this a good time to trade? Maybe. As a beginner, I would argue no, absolutely not. This can be very well, both in risk and reward. Meaning, yeah, you can, because stocks can be flying all over the place and you can make some huge gains, but pre-market is also a very bizarre time. It's the reason why you can make some pretty big gains is because it's pretty much an inefficient market, meaning you get moves all over the place just because there's not that many people trading it. So the market isn't actually as efficient as during the normal market hours. So again, yeah, there can be a huge upside, but remember, that's a two-sided coin. There can also be huge downside risk. So during this part, pre-market, high risk, high reward. That's how you want to envision it. Like I said, if you're a beginner and you're like, no, this guy's a clown, I don't care what he says, I want high risk, high reward. Well, there you go. Find a broker that allows you to trade pre-market. So the next part here, and I'm going to be using green, goes from, and this is probably not going to be very proportional, so excuse me, but this goes from 9 to 10. And this is what I would definitely call prime time. Meaning, as a day trader, especially if you want to make lots of trades, you want to scalp, you want to be, in and out and do several trades. This time, that first 30 minutes from 9:30 to 10, oh, it's beautiful. It's fantastic. That is a great time to be trading. Everything's very fluid. Patterns work out very nicely. So 9:30 to 10 a.m., in my opinion, is the best time to trade. But the market's open 6.5 hours. So that's only the first half an hour. So the next part here, we have, oh yeah, I'm going to run out of room here. We have 10:30 a.m. And this right here, it's good. Now, is it prime time? No, it's not prime time. But from 10 to 10:30 a.m., there's still plenty of volume. There's still plenty of liquidity and movement. Again, I would argue, and I myself, I'm looking to still trade from 10 to 10:30 a.m. So that is another great spot. Now the next part becomes, hey Nate, how am I doing on the board? Do I still got room?
Yeah,
okay. All right. So then we have 11 a.m. And this part is okay. And myself, once again, I'm willing to trade from 10:30 to 11 a.m. But me personally, mainly I am looking to be done at 11 a.m., 90 minutes. And if you're not familiar, I offer a live trade part or playlist, I should say, on the channel. And there's I think 400 videos right now of live trades. And you can see what I mean. And yeah, all those live trades, you can do pretty well for yourself. Now, if you're like, well, if I don't have $50,000 and I'm not happy, well, okay, from that point of view, maybe not. But for what I'm looking to do as a side hustle, hey, I'm more than happy with the money that I can make in 90 minutes. But that's a big reason why I'm done at 90 is because that's 11 a.m. and volume starts to slow down. And then over here, we have until noon. And this is going to be kind of just, I don't really know what to say about it. I can see arguments from both sides from 11 a.m. to noon. So I'm not going to really, I'm just kind of, I don't have words for it. But I do have words for this next part. And the next part goes until 3 p.m. So not to insult your mathematical acumen here, but that's a 3-hour period. And this is also what I would call the danger zone. We'll call it Chop City. Meaning you have a high likelihood of getting into positions and then something stupid happens and you get stopped out. Or, you get something looks great and then it just falls apart. And that's just because volume drops off significantly. And when volume drops off, patterns become less reliable and it just becomes trickier and more difficult to trade. So in my opinion, from noon to 3 p.m., that's very dangerous. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's impossible to make money. I'm not going to say that you'll never, ever make money. I'm just saying that if you were to come to me and say, yeah, I'm kind of struggling with my consistency, first question I would ask is, well, I don't know, what time do you normally trade? And if I had to guess, I would be guessing, well, you're probably afternoon trading. Afternoon trading defined as noon to 3 p.m. Okay? So very, very dangerous because of the low volume. And because of low volume, that can be very choppy. If you ever heard a trader say, yeah, I got chopped up. That's just because things just aren't behaving like they should. Now, this is a terrible timeline. I'm going to pick back up over here. And then we have, so from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., the lingo out there is known as power hour. And this is decent. Now, I realize some people might be like, what, decent? And it's decent just because you never really know what's going to happen in terms of volume. Meaning this, from 9:30 to 10, it's not like anybody ever sits around and says, I wonder if there's going to be volume. I wonder if there's going to be any sort of worthwhile movements. I just don't know. No, that's not a question. That's silly to ask that. But from 3 to 4 during power hour, it is a question of, is there going to be a good power hour? Isn't there? Is anything going to come to life? Again, yeah, there's definitely potential for things to come back to life, but it's also just, there's uncertainty. You don't know. Maybe nothing really does happen. So that's why it's decent. It's not great, but it's not bad either. It's decent just because of you just don't quite know. And then at 4 p.m., where'd that white go? There we go. And beyond, this is again what is known as after hours. And this is also same exact thing right here. So just to save myself the writing, this is usually when earnings come out. I take that back. Earnings can come out in pre-market too. And when companies release earnings, stocks go bonkers. And again, high risk, high reward. But same principle here. Some companies will release earnings after hours, but same exact principle. Markets become inefficient. Just because, most people think, who knows, maybe like, wait, I thought the markets closed at 4 p.m. I didn't know you can trade after hours. Exactly. You're not alone in thinking that. But there's a lot of other people out there that think that way and just how brokerages are set up. So they're not allowing anything in after hours, which again goes back to that whole inefficient market problem. Well, it's not a problem if you're on a winning trade. You can make a huge score. Only becomes a problem, obviously, if you're on the wrong side. And then it becomes a huge loss. So this is how I would break down the day. And again, for me personally, in my experience, from 9:30 to 11 is fantastic. Although recently I've really been trying to and having some good success, just saying, you know what, Clay, no, I want to be done by 10:30. And in some cases, if I'm not done by 10:15, I'm like, but again, it's not like you have to be done by 10:15. But that is really what I would consider the best area to be trading right here. And yeah, you have some potential right here with that power hour. But as far as new traders, just to reiterate, I would highly recommend avoiding pre-market and after hours. Not saying forever, but first prove that you can trade efficient markets during this part, and then go worry about trying to trade inefficient markets such as after hours. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully this can kind of help guide where your attention should be, what might be some issues within your trading. And if you have any questions or anything like that, please leave those in the comment section below, or suggestions for future videos. If you've never watched any of my past videos, then go watch them and look through the comment section. You'll see that I do read and reply to comments. So please leave those down below. And also, if you just enjoyed the video as a whole and you want for me to continue to make videos like this, easy, quick way to communicate that to me, just hit the like button. And also check out the channel as a whole. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a playlist of those live trade videos. So you can just see how the price movement unfolds during that opening 90-ish minutes, and kind of give you a more of a realistic perspective in terms of, right now, because I fully admit this is just theory. But if you want to get some practical viewpoints, then yeah, check out that playlist. And ultimately, hopefully you decide to hit that red subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. But thanks for hanging out, and get out there and really, really stop and think about and consider what time of day you're trading, because that can make a huge difference. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.